everybody. It's Alicia.
Hi, everybody.
This is Vivienne. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Guess what? We are live again, and we have got a great story for you. This lady, you know, she's a superstar, but what she's doing with the money that she's earning online, I'm not going to reveal it yet, but you are going to be so inspired and motivated by her, just like I was. We had a time to chat before we started this live. She's a superstar. She learned from one of our students, Shane, and she's been rocking it ever. Her story. I love everything that she's doing, and you guys will as well. So I just want everybody in the comments, hey, when you get on, just say hi, Vivienne, in the comments, just so that she can see that we're all here. We're all excited to hear her story. And most importantly, we're excited to hear what she's doing with her money. She's making some smart money decisions that we all need to make. And so she's also inspiring me to say, let's really teach this on a deeper level in the future to everybody. So what I want you guys to do, we're going to do this in a minute. Before we really get started, I want you to share this live. So share it on your page, mention a friend in the comments, because what she's about to teach us tonight, this is a wealth strategy that you need to make sure that others hear about. So make sure that you're sharing it. Share it on your page. Share it on your friend's page, your sister's page. That's right, Sharon. I'm like sharing it on my sister's page. Some friends in the comments, because we're going to have some fun here, and we're also going to learn some great things. So everyone is saying hi to Vivienne. Now, I'm currently in Kingston, Jamaica. Vivienne, you're in Kingston as well?
Could you repeat that for me?
Can you hear me? I'm saying you're in Kingston, Jamaica right now as well. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, I am. The best place to be.
And is that where you live? You live in Kingston?
Yes, I do live in Kingston.
Okay, because we've got people from all over the island on this live. And, you know, we've got our people from the U.S. and other islands as well. So I like to let them know where we're coming to them from. So you know, thank you guys so much. So Vivienne, I want to jump right into it. First of all, tell us a little bit about Shane and how she got you started freelancing. Let's give her some credit.
All right, Shane is a fabulous, fabulous friend. She's always looking out for my best interest. So sometime last year, she called me from overseas and she said, Vivienne, you need to, you can use it to make money. But of course, I was a little bit hesitant. I didn't take her on. And then she continued to persuade me, you know what I mean? And then I just decided to do the course.
Okay.
I actually.
Okay.
In February of this year. And I can tell you, Shane, she has been a motivator. She's just somebody who wants the best for anybody who she comes in contact with. And I just love her for that.
We love her for that.
Yes.
Awesome. So tell us about your transcription. Let's get a little bit deeper into what you're doing with transcription, you know, how it's going and what you love about it.
The learning experience. I mean, for me, it is free information. I'm not paying to get it. That knowledge. Instead, persons are paying me. So I find it to be very, very rewarding on both ends, knowledge and individual. And I'm earning at the same time. You know, so it is really great. A lot of the transcriptions that I get, they actually deal with how to do business online. It speaks affiliate marketing. And that is applicable to what I am doing here. So it's really, really good.
It's really, really good. A lot of our transcribers say the same thing, that doing transcription has helped them learn so much and help them really get ahead. So I love that you're saying that. So what has been your biggest order so far with transcription? What's the biggest order you've gotten?
With transcription, that would be $360.
Wow. $360. And did you outsource any of that, or did you do it all yourself?
I outsourced just a small portion of it.
Oh, a small portion of it, but you did most of it yourself.
Yes, I did.
Great.
Yes.
And then are you looking to grow your transcription? Like, are you doing transcription for podcasters? Have you put up a gig yet to do transcription for sermons? You know, are you doing some other types of transcription?
It's just one.
Okay.
So I have just one transcription gig, but it lists the different types of audios and videos that I will accept, including podcasts, including sermons, YouTube videos, whatever it is, you transcribe it.
I love it. You're like, give it to me and I will do it. So you also do virtual assistant services. Tell us about that.
Okay, VA. All right. I'm an admin professional at heart. So despite me having experience in a managerial role in the past, project management, admin is what it boils down to for me. It's a passion. I can't help it. It finds me wherever I go. So I just love it.
I'm good at it, right?
Yeah, I'm good at it for real. I have been getting a lot of repeat customers from my VA gigs. And that is what you really want in your business.
Okay.
The one-offs, great. But when you have the repeat customers, it is really saying something about the service that you're offering. Yes.
It is. And tell us a little bit about those orders. What are they ordering from you? What are they purchasing from you? Primarily,
I get a lot of Facebook management. So I am an admin for several groups. So I do, where you will have to review the comments, you post them, approve them, that is, or you decline them. That's one. I also do calendar management. I find that to be a big thing for them. And also some amount of, it's not file conversion to an extent. That's probably one of the biggest gigs that I got. That took me less than 5 minutes.
So you love
less than 5 minutes.
Yes.
You know? So, yeah.
And how many gigs do you have up?
I have 3 gigs up.
Okay.
And that is because I have to 5. I have to create that balance. It's after always get to the 13 and the 11s, like some other persons.
Right. So when you're ready to scale, you can, but for now, 3 gigs is enough for you.
Yes. Yeah.
And so file conversion was a great service. What's your favorite though, that you would say, send this to me all day long, it's so easy? Would it be file conversion?
Well, if I'm getting $450 in 5 minutes, why not? But I like the Facebook management side of it, the admin role, because, you know, you get a lot of interactions as well from the members in the various groups. So, yeah.
Right. So it's fun. So do you do a lot of your Fiverr stuff from your phone? Do you have the app on your phone? Are you doing a lot of it from your phone?
Both phone and laptop.
Phone and laptop. Okay, sounds good. And so here's the question that I've been dying to ask you. What are you doing with your money that you earn?
All right. So, of course, debts and all of that. So you want to try and clear those as quickly as possible. But more importantly, kind of put some away. Invest.
Right.
And it doesn't matter how much, just start. It doesn't matter how small it is.
Right.
Yep.
I love how you say it doesn't matter how small it is, because sometimes a lot of people think that they have to have a big amount to really invest or save. So, and they never get to be investing or savings because they never feel like it's
And what I find as well, once you start and you develop that habit, to continue to do it, especially if you're seeing positive results. You're going to want to do it. So,
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I love it. I love it. So let me see here. I see you, Shashan. How are you doing? So what I want to get across to you guys from taking this piece of information out of Vivienne is that she is earning her money and then she's making her money work for her by investing. How many of you are interested in learning more about investing? I would love to do an interview with a wealth advisor so we can all learn about how to take the US dollars that we earn and invest it. Because what Vivienne is doing is she's or even NCB insurance and the pension plan. Isn't that a great one as well, Vivienne?
Yes.
For investing. Maybe we can talk about that.
And the best place to come is NCB.
NCB insurance. We know already. Everybody here knows that I love NCB. I'm biased. I'm totally biased. And I admit it. I'm totally biased, everybody. There's nothing wrong with being biased. Alicia Lyttle is biased. So just so you know that.
It's a good bias. It's fine.
Bias. It's fine. But I do admit it, right? Just like as we do affiliate marketing, like, hey, I'm an affiliate marketer. I'm saying I am biased. So Tanisha has a great question for you. And she's saying, what type of file conversion do you do?
All right. So any type, but this particular job that gave me that $450, it was the first time I was seeing a file like that. Really, I think.
Okay.
Format. Of course, if you don't know, always seek help. Always seek help. So I reached out to a friend of mine who is in the IT profession, and 2 twos, that was it. 5 minutes. So, I mean, sometimes you'll get something that looks a little foreign to you, but the information is there.
Right. So is Google one of your best friends? Do you Google a lot? I think the internet's sticking just a little bit. Do you Google a lot, Vivienne? Yes, you Google a lot. Okay.
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure I always tell people, just Google it, right?
Yeah, but Google
So let me ask you another question. What tool are you using to do your file conversion?
Well, I got help with that one, but usually if it's a PDF conversion, then I will use
The internet is breaking up just a little bit. I'm trying to see, guys, am I bad and Vivienne's bad, or is it just one of us that's bad? Let's see. Hang on, let me just see real quick if it's Vivienne that's bad or if it's my connection that's bad. All right, I'm going to try to switch the internet connection really quickly. Let me see. Hi, Vivienne. I'm trying to see if we can get the internet to be a little bit better. So thanks for sticking in there.
Great.
So let's see if that worked. I a little bit of refreshing. So you were telling us about the file conversion software that you use. What is that called?
The PDF converter.
Yes. So you just Googled PDF converter and that's how you saw it?
No.
That's how you found it? Oh. Okay, it looks like we're having a little bit of internet trouble here. Give me a sec, guys. I might ask Vivienne to join by her phone. Let's see if she can join on her phone. Ava, can you see if Vivienne can join on her phone for me? And I'm going to just pull her down and pull her back up. Let's see if that helps. Let me just, internet, what can you do? But that's not going to stop us, is it? The internet will never stop us. So, all right, you guys are saying I'm okay, but she's kind of gone. All right, so let's give her a minute, see if we can get her back on. And I just want to come back to one of the things that she said. So she only has 3 gigs up, and I always tell you guys have at least 7. But with those 3 gigs that she has up, she's getting so much work and so busy, and she works a 9 to 5. That's all she needs. So that is okay. But if you're not getting work and you need more, I'm always going to tell you to put up 7 gigs. So Shashan is giving us a resource. She said smallpdf.com is great. So I like that. And then Paula says, I would love to learn more about stock investing, right? So I'll do an interview with a wealth advisor. We'll learn more about stock investing, and maybe with somebody from the Jamaica Stock Exchange if you guys are interested. If you are, just say me in the comments so I know that, it's worth it for me to put together to teach you guys that I invest as well. I'm with NCB Capital Markets, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited. The stocks that I bought rose, it tripled quickly. I was blown away. And so if you guys are interested, I think it's an amazing way to make your money work for you. It's like when you're sleeping, your money is still working, right? So we're earning while we're sleeping. All right, let me just check my messages to see if Vivienne is getting back to me yet. We'll see if she's going to come back on in a minute. So I'll have my team check on that and get back to you guys on that. So everybody's interested in investing. I'm getting lots of me's for the interested in investing. So Vivienne said she does transfer and virtual assistant. Now, you guys know that we have a virtual assistant class coming up. I'll put see really quickly. Thepaidva.com. So this is our virtual assistant bootcamp. The one thing that I love about this class that we have is that we teach you a whole bunch of skills. File conversion was one of them. Actually, Avalala taught us about file conversion. We talk about online research, transcriptions, how to do appointment settings and phone calls. I had one of our students, Mindy, call me right before you. She sent me some voice notes. I still have to answer them. But what she was saying was that she is turning down phone call orders because she's got too many. She has ongoing clients that keep paying her weekly. Then she's turning down 2 to 3 orders a day. So she was asking me about some resources. We talked about getting a dialer to help her. But 2 to 3 orders a day, the girl is turning down. Learn the skills and you will earn more. And then when you earn the money, put that money into an investment. Then what happens to the money in your investment? It grows without you doing anything. So you work, earn the money, put a part into paying your bills. Like Vivienne said, you got bills to pay, part to pay your bills, part in investment. What's investing? What are you investing in? Like you're investing in long term. So that's your long-term growth. So imagine you start investing, every month you're putting more and more into your investment account. It's better than a savings account that earns like 0.001%. Put it in an investment account. Have your wealth advisor invest in stocks that will increase and increase over time. Now, I was lucky, invested in great stocks. They tripled within like 3 days. I'm really happy about that. But most of us that are into investing are investing for the long term. So let's see. Shashan says, I need into phone calls. So we teach phone calls in our VA class. We also have a straight class for it, which is called getpaidtomakecalls.com. So screen for you guys so you see that really quickly. Getpaidtomakecalls.com. Did I take that right? Well, you can see it's supposed to be .com, but getpaidtomakecalls.com. And then you guys can jump in on doing more phone calls as well as a gig. So we have Vivienne back. Hi, Vivienne. Welcome back.
I'm happy to be back.
And you sound great. It sounds great. Your connection.
Fabulous.
So while you were gone, people said they're really interested in like the VA services and that type of stuff. Do you do any phone calls? I didn't hear you say that you do phone calls.
No, I haven't started that as yet, but believe me, that's the one that I'm going to be targeting next. I am ready for it.
I love it. Here's a question that people have for you. How do you manage your 9 to 5 and being a business owner? Because with your online business, you're your own business owner. You know, with your 9 to 5, you've got a boss report too, but with your own business, you don't report to anybody but yourself. How are you managing both? We have a lot of people that are doing it.
Yes.
You're doing it so successfully. You look really relaxed and calm right now.
Yes.
Tell us the secret.
It's time management.
Say that again.
Time management.
Yes.
Time management.
I just wanted everybody else to hear you. Let's stop for just a second. Everybody, I just want you to write time management in the comments because it's really important that you understand. And this, whether you have a 9 to 5 or, you're working full time in your online business, you still need to master time management, don't you?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So tell us more about time management.
Okay. So for me, I know what is required between 9 to 5. Right. So it means that I am up very, very early in the mornings. Okay. And I go to bed late at night. Let me see if can you see the bags under my eyes? No, you can't.
I don't see them.
Yeah, so I go to bed very, very late. And then on the weekend, that's when you have to really gun it.
Yes.
You have to gun it. I realize that persons don't understand what you're trying to build at times. Yes. But guess what? You might just be in that lane all by yourself. And it's fine because it is temporary.
That's right.
So you must remain focused, and time management, being organized, those 3 things, they're really golden. So you have to be on top of your game.
So tell us a little bit about what changed for you when you went from just being an employee to also an employee and a business owner. Did you turn off the TV? You said that you're, waking up earlier, going to bed later, gunning it on the weekends. Did you change some things in your lifestyle to also be able to do this business?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
My pastor may have my head. So being at church and disappearing for a few minutes just to complete some tasks. But I hardly watch TV now. The TV will probably be on, but you're not really focusing on it because you're so driven and you want to get whatever you're working on done.
Okay.
So I have changed a lot of that. I just want to get out of office promptly at 5 o'clock or stay behind a little bit, but to get the traffic off.
Right.
Those are the things that would have changed for me.
Okay. All right.
I'm more of a homebody now than anything else.
You're a homebody. People call you, Vivienne, let's go to the club. And you're like, the club is on Fiverr tonight.
Well, guess what? They say that I am now married to Fiverr. So what can I say?
Okay. All right. And do your friends understand your journey? Like Shane is a friend and she brought you in this journey. So now you understand her journey. You're understanding yourself as well.
Yes.
But has it been difficult? Because, you were mentioning that not everybody will understand or support what you're going through. Mm-hmm. So how do you deal with that? For a lot of people, there are a lot of changes that come when you become your own boss. So how do you deal with those changes and what's happening with your friends and family and what they think?
I think the real issue would be with my kids.
Okay.
So even though they're not youngsters, They're
Okay.
adults, right? But they still want my attention. My daughter, she lives in Canada, and she complains bitterly, "Mommy, you don't have any time for me. You're always working, 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 working." But I think she understands the journey, but
Yes.
she still wants to have her mommy around a little bit on the phone. My
Correct.
son, he's a little bit more accommodating. He's here in Jamaica,
Okay.
but again, he will, oh, you're going to be on the, we're not watching a movie. You're going to be on the laptop tonight, that sort of thing. But it's not as bad.
It's
It's not as bad.
not as bad. But what a great role model you are as a mom. I mean, look at that. When your kids think about their mom, they're going to say, my mom is hardworking. She not only works, but she has her own business.
Yes.
Sometimes she hires other people.
Mm-hmm.
So what a great role model.
Yes.
You guys agree that type of woman is a fabulous role model. As we look at our parents, we remember those things as we get older, right?
Yes.
So I think that you're setting a great example for your kids. Maybe your daughter's complaining a little bit, but she'll always remember and have that sense of, being a hard worker. Because look at who her role model is.
Yes.
And I hope she decides to become an entrepreneur as well as she's going through her journey, right?
That's actually in her blood. That's what she wants to do, but you have to start somewhere.
So have you introduced her to Fiverr yet?
Yes, I have. She will be joining soon. So we'll see. Yes.
Good. And what about your son? Is he interested?
He is, but he's looking at the $5.
Right. You have to show us some of these interviews so we can see how $5 is where you start, but it's not up. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So Ricardo says, teach your kids the business too. Shashan says, mommy worked, right? Juice, fabulous. Shashan says, fabulous indeed, right?
Thank you.
Blessed says, or Celia, she says, I remember that about my mom being a hard worker, which I remember about my mom as well.
Yes.
I often tell the story about my mom. My mom used to clean houses. And so as kids, me and my sister used to go clean houses with her on the weekends or on days off of school. And, we'd see her clean 3 houses in a day, go, get in the car or go to one, either at 6 a.m., next one. How hard she worked. And she was a great role model for us. Growing up, my mom made sure that we were awake at 5:30 in the morning. And if we, your parents always say, when I was your age, I had to feed the chickens. I had to tend to the goats. I had to walk to the store. That was my mom.
Yes.
And she told us those stories every day. And at 5:30, what her thing used to be is she used to come into our bedroom with a vacuum cleaner if we didn't get up. So we heard that. Be like 5:30, like vacuuming. And it's Saturday. I'm like, Mom, really? It's Saturday. Be like, discipline is discipline. Every day is every day.
Yes.
Keep it on Saturdays just because it's a Saturday. Get up.
Exactly. And it stays with you.
It stays with you. Definitely does.
Yep.
Fabulous.
And I've even my sisters, 2 of my sisters are now on Fiverr.
Really? You put your sisters on Fiverr?
Oh, yes. If I could get my mommy on, she's 82, I would. And I think she would like it. So
tell me what your sisters are doing.
Just transcriptions for now.
Transcription. Do you outsource any of your work to them? Like, did they start some of your work? Yes. Are you working 9 to 5s as well?
Yes.
Oh, hang on a second. Sorry. Can you see me, Vivienne?
I can see you.
I pressed something.
Okay.
But Carmelita says time management is definitely important. So really thanks for going through time management. So we talked about time management, and that was one of the big things for you. What was another big thing from we're talking about, you work 9 to 5 and you also have your own online business. I hear from people all the time, like, I can't do a side hustle because I work 9 to 5. And then I'm like, all right, so what are you doing early in the morning, late at night, on the weekends?
You have 24 hours in a day.
You have
24 hours in a day. You don't need to sleep 12 hours. So what are you doing at that time? I mean, I went as far as dividing. Okay, how long will I stay in traffic? Yes, I do that. I talk about how long. Okay, I'm going to be here from 8 to 5.
Okay.
What do I do in between?
Right.
So you really have to get down to the nitty gritty, especially if you're really passionate about it, and if this is something that you see yourself doing full time.
Right. Right.
So you're really building your business. So being organized is so important, and being flexible as well is equally as important.
Yes.
Blessed
said, your mom could find a place on Fiverr. She saw an older man who does video testimonials.
I think she would like that.
Let her talk on camera or something like that, Laura Lee says, that is my aim too. I want to bring my siblings into it. Isn't that great? Ricardo says the US dollar is climbing. Do you know what the US dollar to Jamaican dollar is right now? I don't know. I'd have to Google it.
It could possibly be maybe 133, 134, thereabout.
Okay.
About that. Mm-hmm.
Ricardo says, if you sleep 8 hours a day, that's a third of your life that you're sleeping away.
Exactly. You don't need so much time, man.
That is so funny. This group is great. You guys are great. You're crazy. You're all
fabulous.
But fabulous. Yes. Thank you so much. So we're talking about time management. Was there anything, when you talk about it with your coworkers, are they interested? Are they like looking to see what you're doing, how you're putting this money now into investment? What do you tell your coworkers?
Well, just today, a friend of mine, she has resigned. And I said to her, now is a good time for you to get involved in this thing. She said, you know what, I'm going to do the research tonight. I'm going to sign up. I said, fine, we can talk about it tomorrow. And I have other friends with different skill sets, not necessarily the VA type, but more like the data analyst and stuff. I said, there is a place for you.
There's a place for you, yeah.
There's a place for everybody on Fiverr. So come on, just do the thing. Just start it. You never know.
You never know. Have you thought about taking your online business offline as well? Like if there are any people locally that need any of the services you offer, or are you just strictly looking online right now?
I've not given that a lot of thought because my idea is the laptop lifestyle, working anywhere in the world. However, I'm not going to say no to business.
Right.
I'm not going to say no to an opportunity.
Right.
So I'm ready,
And we're seeing that the US dollar to the Jamaican dollar is 130.
120. Look at that. 127.
Fine. 7 selling. So,
but the conversion that is being used on Payoneer, that's 133.
It's 133. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Now, do you ever leave your money in US dollars, take it out in US dollars to put it into your investment fund, or how are you doing that? Are you keeping it in US or are you converting it to Jamaican?
I actually converted.
You converted. Okay. All right. Just asking. So we all get those tips from you. We're picking your brain tonight. So thank you so much for that. So what would you say are some of the most important things for people to keep in mind when they get started? Do you remember when you first got started? What was some of the important things to keep in mind?
Get as many reviews. Never deny a job.
Right.
Just don't look at the $5. Be motivated and just continue. Just keep pressing. That's it. Keep pressing.
Keep pressing. And you said that you have a lot of repeat clients. What's the key there to getting repeat clients?
I think once you show that you are committed and you're responsive as well, both responsible and responsive, they like that. Because this is somebody entrusting you with their business activity.
Right.
It's very important to them that you do well.
Right.
And it creates that relationship that you really want.
Right. Okay. I love that. Ricardo saying, where's the US dollar machine in Kingston? I know that there's one in an NCB machine in the Pegasus that dispenses US dollars.
And there's one there's one at the atrium as well.
There's one
at the atrium.
Yeah, and there's one at NCB Constant Spring as well, right?
Okay.
Outside, I think so. Yes, I think so.
I'm not sure.
not sure. But so definitely at the Atrium, Ricardo, and at the Pegasus. I've used that
Okay.
at the Pegasus. Shashan said actually most of the NCB ATMs are now dispensing US dollars. So I did not know that.
The bank of choice, people. The bank of choice.
People are putting in about Scotiabank, but let me tell you, if you are our student and you see all the conversations in the Facebook group, bias aside, people will tell you that you get less fees with the NCB machine than the
and that's true. Yeah.
So if you look at the conversations in our Facebook groups, you'll see people talk about it all the time. So they say NCB Crossroads, New Kingston, Manor Park, Washington Boulevard are all dispensing US dollars. So I didn't even know that. I'm a little bit behind. So that is great news. So
Fabulous.
Some of you guys are taking out your US dollars. Is that right? You're taking out your US dollars and putting it in a US dollar account. Is that correct? Somebody give me some insight into what you're doing with all of you guys taking out all this US dollars.
Keep it in if you can. Keep it there if you can.
Yeah, keep it in the US dollar. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So Shashan said NCB is my bank. Oh, we love you. I say we like I am at NCB. I'm not. Blessed said I closed my account at Scotia.
Good girl.
Yeah.
That's right.
If NCB gives that option, I would prefer to change. So Mindy, time to change, right? Let's see. And I'm just trying to see why. I was asking people why they're taking it out in US dollars. So you're taking it out in US dollars to put it in a savings account. Shashan said a USD savings account with NCB. Okay, gotcha. That was just my question. I wanted to see what you said. Mindy says in Portland, our NCB doesn't give USD. So go into your branch and ask them to make sure that they get their machines, get the NCB machines to dispense US dollars. All right, Mindy? Ricardo says, keep some of that US dollars. That's right.
Yes.
Open your savings account or investment account, even better yet, and we can do that. So June says NCB has been my bank for over 14 years.
Thank you so much. Great.
And Ricardo says NCB is a good stock to buy at the moment. You know,
yes.
That is the next stock that I am actually buying. I heard from someone else that made a lot of money on that stock. So,
yes.
That is a good tip there, Ricardo. And we'll definitely be interviewing someone on investments now that Vivienne reminded me of it. Dwight says save 10% of the money that you earn. Make sure to put it
at least. At least. Yes.
What percentage of the money that you make online would you say that you're putting into investments, Vivienne?
Okay, so let me tell you what I do. I split mine. So for now, I do 10% for tithing.
Yes.
10% investment.
Okay. So 10% tithing, 10% investment. The other 80% really goes into paying bills and, buying whatever you need to buy.
Yes, and taking care of other living expenses for now.
Yeah. So Shane says, I double on NCB in 1.5 years. Buy it, people. Oh, so she's saying that she bought stock in NCB and in 1.5 years it doubled.
Trust me, that's the best thing to do.
Sandra said she made a lot on NCB. I'm like about to get off of this webinar and go on Go IPO account. You guys have a Go IPO account and do that. Now you guys are great, right? So Blessed says she likes that you're tithing. That is great. Ricardo said, read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That's right. And
yes.
Man in Babylon. So
that's a fabulous book. Oh my God.
I need to bring some of these books into Jamaica. I want to bring in Think and Grow Rich, Rich Man in Babylon, and The Science of Getting Rich. Would you guys like those books if I brought them in? If I shipped them in from the US, would you guys want to buy them? I will do it if you guys want to buy them. So Ricardo says Sagicor stock is one to buy as well. So, all right, we got that right there. So thanks, guys, for all of these tips right here. Sandra said she used to work at NCB as well, Vivienne. So she
Yay! Great.
how many people on here right now used to work at NCB or currently work at NCB? We've got Shane on, Sandra on, interviewing Vivienne, and NCB's biggest fan right here. So thank you guys so much. So let me see. All right. So we've asked her a lot of questions. She's covered a lot tonight. Vivienne has been totally awesome, but I'm going to now see, do you guys have a question for Vivienne? Who has a question for Vivienne? And you'd like me to ask it to her? Write it now in the comments. I'll ask her that question. And in the meantime, I'm going to ask her another question on your behalf. Ready for it, Vivienne? Ready for it? So where do you see yourself in 2020, right? We're more than halfway through the year now, right? A few more months left till we hit Christmas and then 2020. Where do you see yourself in 2020? Are you going to increase your prices? Are you going to put up any new gigs? Or do you feel like you're at a good place right now and going to keep with what you're doing and with these gigs?
I mean, I'm not where I want to be as yet. So the plan is to continue to grow. The plan is to continue to learn and develop. So for 2020, I clearly want to be tripling what I'm earning now as a freelancer. And of course, to grow the business. So for me, it's just business, because that's what I want to do next. Okay. Not necessarily to work a 9 to 5. I'm kind of over that. Oh, I love NCB and all, but there is something else there.
Right, for you.
So that's my 2020, 2021 and beyond goals.
And beyond goals. I love it. I love it. Sandra said, start off in stocks and then get into IPOs, right? So I do the IPOs. So I got you, Sandra, on that one. Mm-hmm. Sandra said, I listened to a podcast recently, mm-hmm. and an advisor was saying, don't save, buy stock. So instead of saving, invest. Don't put it in a savings account, put it in an investment account. Right.
Yes.
And she says that she's been interested ever since. So don't worry, we're going to do an interview. Vivienne, we need to get a cat markets person on here for an interview.
Okay, I will arrange that.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. So Tanisha said, what's the biggest offer you've gotten on Fiverr? Which I think you said, was it $400 and something?
For $450.
And what was it for?
It was to file conversion.
That just seems, how did you charge $450 for file conversion?
It was a guess. I didn't know what to do. This person reached out to me. I mean, the person asked if I could do this. They had several rows of information that they wanted to be put in Excel with columns. And it was basically it was a lot of locations in the States.
Okay. Yeah.
So I just didn't know what to do. I said, okay, $450. And it's not the first $450 that I'm getting either.
Wow.
It's not.
Wow.
So I got another $450 from a judge who had several files that he wanted to be compressed.
Okay.
No, you tell me that.
You just Googled online file compression, put it in, and sent it back.
I was excited. I was not going to tell him, oh, let me show you how to do this. I'm like, great. I'm looking forward to assisting you. So, yeah. And I've been on Fiverr based on her question since February, officially February.
You're rocking it. Good job. Good job. Mm-hmm. Ricardo said, what did you use to convert the files? Did you Google it and find an online conversion tool?
No, that particular job, I got my IT friend to help me with.
Okay.
So honestly, I'm not too sure what it is that he did.
Okay.
But I love him for it. Yes.
I know I've used, I've Googled it and I've done it before. So I've used Handbrake. I know that for sure, to compress files. I don't know if it's at handbrake.com, but you can Google Handbrake. I've used that. And, you can Google it. There's so many.
I thought he was referring to that file that the person wanted to be put in Excel.
Oh, to be put in Excel. Okay, so your IT friend helped you. So did you pay the IT friend anything, or did you just buy this friend lunch or something?
I gave him a drink.
Bean. I hope he's not watching this interview.
You just set me up right there. It's okay. It's okay.
That's what friends are for, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Kenny says you're really rocking it. Shoshana,
Thank you, Kenny.
You are doing great. Ricardo says, ask him what he did in case you get one again. And he's
yes, I will certainly do that, Ricardo.
Right. So someone asked, what is an IPO? Blessed said, what is an IPO? Sandra was just answering. It's an initial public offering. When a company wants to be listed on the stock market,
right.
First time, for example, Wington or the Lab as a recent one, they do their initial public offering and you can buy it, right?
Yes.
Shane says that she's telling your IT friend, uh-oh.
Shane, come on, stop.
And Ricardo says you should repent.
Father, forgive me.
Everybody's laughing at this one. Everybody's just giving you a lot of laughs on that one. But the great thing about it is that, you know, Andrew teaches this a lot in class, our business partner, Andrew, and he says, especially if you don't want to do a service, like make the price so great that if you have to do it, you're happy about it. So when you're thinking about pricing sometimes, he'll do pricing and he'll be like, to do that, it's $3,000. And then they'll be like, okay, great. Then he's like, what? Great? Okay. And he's like, I really don't want to do it. I really don't. And then he puts it at $3,000. Then he gets it and he's like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
So, you know, mark your price, you know, give good prices for the work that you do. You'd be surprised what people will pay for. And to that judge, he's probably like, I don't have to think about it. Here you go, $450. You know what I mean? So June said, I didn't hear what type of file it was. When you were doing the file conversion, do you remember?
That's what I'm trying to, I know it looked kind of weird, like a text file.
Okay, like a rich text file, maybe.
That's it. Yes, that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Probably a rich text file to a PDF or a doc or something like that, right?
Yes, that's exactly it.
So great. All right, guys. Do you have any other questions? Let me see if I missed any questions. They were coming in, and see if anybody else has any questions that we didn't answer. You're getting some people saying money, money. So
that's right.
Let's see. Mindy wants you to know that she's saving $50 every month. She's done it every month since April. So
that's very good.
Now, Mindy, you need to start that investment account.
Yes.
This is going to help us get an interview on that one. And then you guys all start your investment account. And that's where
yeah.
Money, money.
Yeah.
Bless said, people hate having problems and they will pay any amount of money to have it solved. So they find the person that can solve the problem for them. In this case, it's you. And they're going to pay you to solve their problems, right?
Yes, indeed.
All right. So Ricardo says, what do you do when work slows down? Like when you have slow times, what do you do?
I can't recall having slow times, though. I mean, I will have perhaps in a particular gig might be slow, but transcriptions, I don't get a break.
You don't get a break.
Even if the VA gigs are, my VA gig is going a little bit slow.
Right.
Transcriptions, I always have work.
Always have work.
Yes.
You're always busy.
Yes.
So you don't remember a time when you had no work, right? He's trying to figure out.
Not since I started. And when I started in February, Shane gave me my first file because I did start in November and something happened with Fiverr and I restarted in February. But Shane was there. She said, girl, I will send you some stuff. You soon start earning again. And I was like, yay. Shortly thereafter, I got that $450. So
you got it $450. So it's really important too, be active in the groups and with other people who have too much work and they will give you work. So every day I see in our Facebook groups, I don't see you in the Facebook groups, Vivienne. We'll have to make sure to add you. We'll tell Shane to add you.
I'm actually in the Facebook group. Sometimes I will advertise. I will say I need transcribers. I'm not as active.
You're not
because
as active.
Again, the limitations, the constraints that I'm working with.
Got it.
So sometimes I'm not as,
active, right?
Yeah.
So maybe why I haven't seen you recently in there. So June says, I know what your tech friend did. June, tell us all. Tell us. Everybody's going to put up some conversion files.
Yes.
So you've got Camiar says, wow, good going. So good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Shane is telling Mindy, who said that she's saving $50 a month, buy stocks with it. I hear some iPhones coming up, so open up your account, Mindy. So,
yes.
Yep, we're going to get somebody on here to help us with that. So I'm excited.
And the process is so easy now. I mean, you don't necessarily have to come into the office. You can do it online now. So we have made things so much easier for our customers. So here I'm selling again. But yes.
But I mean, I really think the thing is when we've taught so many people how to earn online and people are earning and teaching other people, but then people don't know what to do with their money to make their money work for them. So now the conversations need to be, earn and earn again on investing. So we need to start having more of those conversations.
Yes.
That we're all in this together, right? We all need to grow. Can you imagine having this community of people who are earning US dollars, investing US dollars, making money? It's just going to make Jamaica a better place, right?
Exactly. Yes.
And if you're listening in the US or the rest of the Caribbean, it'll make, where you guys are a better place as well. Blessed said, I love this live. I love it too, girl. Thanks for coming on. And I'm glad that we interviewed you as well. So
thank you.
Ricardo says we're solving the economic problems of Jamaica. So there we go. Amen.
And that is so important. And what I like about this is it is for everybody. I mean, you can be a teenager, you can just be in high school, university. A lot of persons are not working. You leave university and you can't get a job. This is something that you can do. And it doesn't have to be a side gig. It can be a full-on job for you.
Full-on job. All right. If you guys agree that this is solving the economic problems of Jamaica, just say agree in the comments below, because Vivienne brought up a really good point that needs to really hit home. So we all keep talking about this, pushing harder, telling other people, and, making things happen. This is my 9th year teaching this in Jamaica, and I'm telling you, it's been such a great journey. I've loved
fabulous.
I've loved every minute of it. Ricardo says we should keep a party. We should keep a party, and we should ask NCB Insurance, NCB Jamaica, and NCB Cat Markets to sponsor it. We should call the party Money. That's it. It's just a money.
Sounds good.
Earning USD. We'll have like a USD machine. You can go in and grab US dollars. Ricardo, I'm gonna work on that party. I'm gonna recruit you to work on it with me.
That's right. Count me in.
You're in. I'm calling you for NCB Insurance sponsoring it, so you look out for that.
Okay, fine.
All right. Mindy said, "Thank you guys. I learned a lot." Blessed said she learned a lot as well.
Wonderful.
Camiar says the online classes is the best. Yes. So, Vivienne, we really started out teaching physical classes, in our office, but we switched recently to online classes because of the complaints coming from the rest of the island and beyond Jamaica.
Yes.
So we moved it to online digital classes, and it's been working out really well. So this class that we have, if you know anybody who wants to be a virtual assistant, it's called thepaidva.com. It's a 6-week course, 3 nights a week for 6 weeks. We meet live. It's similar to this. It's hands-on. So, for example, when we're teaching how to build a web page, I'm like, here's how you do it. And then I pause it and I say, you've got 15 minutes. Go. Do it now.
Wow. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It is. It's online learning. It's work, but it's fun. And we're all learning together. I love teaching it. I've got some great trainers that teach it with me. And, it's pretty cool thing. So online class, that's where we're headed to right now is e-learning and online learning.
Yes.
So, jump on it from you leave work, or if you're not working, you get on at night, you sit in the comfort of your own home, you take a class, you learn some skills. I know that the more skills you have, the more potential you have to earn. So I'm always telling people, learn new skills, learn new skills. Do you agree, Vivienne, that you should always?
I agree totally. And that is what is required if you want to survive in this industry as well.
That's true.
Generally speaking, but more so online. You really need to be keeping abreast of what is happening.
You do. Hey, if you guys have loved this interview with Vivienne so far, show her some love. Hit that like or love button. Let's see those like and love reactions going crazy because, let's show her some love. I'm so glad that she took her time out to be here with us today. She actually didn't leave work. She's still in the office, so we're going to let her go. But she wanted to make sure she had a great, connection. She was relaxed and not rushing home. So we thank her so much for what she's doing. Vivienne, we love these interviews. They help people to see that there's real people, people that are changing their lives by starting their own online businesses. So you're a superstar. You've inspired so many people tonight, and I am so happy about that. All right, let me see if we have any final questions or comments for you before we let you go. Shane says lifelong learning is a major key.
Absolutely.
Yep. Dwight in our office is just saying, WhatsApp him, guys, if you have any questions. 876-674-7044. Smart. I see you in the comments, Dwight. We love you. We love you. Keeney says, I'm overly excited for the next VA. Shashan says, yes, Vivienne, always be learning. Sandra said the VA course was a very good course. She was on the first session. Yeah, we love that. We've got it was a really fulfilling live, so good job, Vivienne.
Wonderful.
So Carmelita says, thanks for doing this. You are welcome. We're excited that you were here.
Yes.
Let's see. Mindy says, I work at a college and I'm going to get you some students for the VA class. So thank you for that, Mindy.
She says at a cost.
At a cost. Don't worry, Mindy. Don't worry, Mindy. Let me put that back up. Don't worry, I'll give you commission. That's what this world is about, right?
Yes.
I'm all for that. In fact, we need to launch our affiliate program for the VA.
That's right.
That's a reminder to get that done this weekend. I will do that. Ricardo says, hey, everybody, don't watch the $5 because the $5 is growing, especially with the exchange rate today.
Yes.
So Shane says she'll join virtually. Is that the VA class? Is that what you're saying? I think, Shane, no, you already did. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but the party. Shane's going to join the party virtually. All right, so we'll have to live stream the party. Okay?
That would be a good one.
Live streams it for you.
Yes.
Shashan says money, money. And Blessed said, Vivienne, it'll be the laptop lifestyle party. Great name. We'll do
I agree.
Right. June says, if the file was a text file, that means that the data is separated by tab spaces or a comma. You can open it in Excel and place it in columns or import it in Access. All right, June.
Okay, great. So I guess that's what he did. So it came back in no time.
Now you know what to do, right? So this is too funny. Bless said, I bet we'll be on our laptops during the party, right? It'll be the only party that laptops and cell phones are welcome. We'll have to have great Wi-Fi during this party, right?
Yes, indeed.
Shad said, start somewhere to get somewhere. That's great. Patricia says you can start. You can be 70 years old, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. So, God, everybody is just talking to you. Michelle says it was an inspirational discussion. Thanks, Alicia and Vivienne.
Wonderful. I like that. Great.
Right? So, and they're wishing you safe travels on your journey home.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
The VA class, she gained a lot from it. It surpassed her expectations. So thank you for that. Tonight's interview is brought to you by thepaidva.com. No, I'm just kidding. So we enjoyed having you. And
it was my pleasure.
Over-delivered. She over-delivered. We all learned so much. She's full of energy. And what a great interview. You guys said she inspired you. She motivated you. She made us all think differently. One of the biggest takeaways that I got was earn your money and invest it so that your money is working for you and it's your long-term plan. She also told us about, over-delivering and communication is important and all the things that she's done to build a great business. She's also not afraid to charge. You want some file conversion? That'll be $450 US, right? The lady is not afraid to charge. Everybody get in those buyer requests, right?
Yes.
Get in the buyer requests. Don't be the cheapest one in the buyer's request. Being the most expensive one gives you the job as long as are positioning yourself right. Go for it. Don't
exactly.
You guys can do it. I know you can do it. Vivienne knows that you can do it as well. So starting right now, you're looking at your businesses, you're pushing your businesses, you're not going to stop, you're going to reach the top. And the next discussion, maybe not the next discussion, but a discussion pretty soon, I promise you we'll do it this month, is that, like Sandra says, earn, let me just put this up on the screen, earn and invest. Let's start talking about investments. You guys focus on making the money. I'll get the wealth advisors in. Teach you how to invest that money, and let's build a community of wealth. Let's all be wealthy together. It's all of us or none of us. We're in this together. Encourage each other. I'm gonna say from this interview with Vivienne, you heard about how she's encouraging her sisters and her coworkers. Encourage someone else. Push someone else. Tell them that it's possible. Share them this live or a live that you've seen that you've really liked, an interview that you've really liked. Spread the word and encourage other people. It's so important to pull other people up with you. They're looking to you, and you know what you have accomplished. It's a gift. So share it and spread the word. Thank you so much. So much. Vivienne, you are absolutely awesome.
Thank you.
And I'm looking for Shane. Thank you so much for connecting us with her, because I wouldn't be interviewing you right now if it wasn't for Shane, and for taking you on this journey as well. So we thank Shane so much. Thanks, Vivienne, and thanks all of you for watching.
You're welcome.
Until the next interview.
My pleasure.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.